Hey guys, as I told you last time, today we're going to fit some big ass brakes. These are Nissan 370Z brakes. They are 354mm big and these are XC90 brake calipers. The kit to install this is delivered by LMR.se. They gave me a great discount and I can also give you a discount, 5%. Use LCM5 on your order and you get 5% discount on a big brake kit or something else on the website. They have a lot of awesome Volvo parts, so make sure to check that out. Link will be in the description. The first thing is of course the big ass 370Z disc. The PCD standard is 5x114.3 and you want 5x108. So you need to re-drill them, just overlay the old disc and then drill a few holes in it. It's really simple. And the center bore is exactly the same. Next up, we got a brand spanking new Volvo XC90 brake caliper with some EBC yellow stuff brakes. And as you can see, they are freaking huge. To mount these, we got some stainless steel brake lines, also from LMR, the adapter to fit the calipers and some spacers for some extra clearance. So now let's take off the wheels, take off the old brakes, take off the old discs, and then I'm going to show you how you can install this. These are absolutely hideous. They're old and they are also very stuck. That's why these brakes are very wobbly when braking. So I'm going to remove them and then install the new shiny ones. There are two 12mm bolts here in the back, really easy to remove. These are actually still pretty good, but hey, we have better ones. Well, let's take the old disc off. Small one. And now let's get rid of this dust cover. Used to be dust cover. And then install the big brake kit. Next step is to get some thread in these spindles here. There are two holes. You don't need to drill them any further. Just get some new thread in there. This one, it's an M14 and the thread size is 2. Thread it in with a socket wrench. And after that, use the normal tool for it. You want to do this with the bottom one and with the top one. Come on. You always want to make sure that you go like one turn and off that go 2 turns back. Works like a charm.
While Luca is over there in the background working on the front brakes, I'm over here working on the rear axle. Luca had already welded this one to replace his broken one. Not sure if you can see that, but I'm literally sticking my finger into the differential right now. So I'm gonna start working on getting the rear axle out of here and putting this one back in.
The next step is to install the spacers to this bracket and then install the bracket on the XC90 brake caliper. So we're going to install this adapter here with the Nordlock washers. Now let's see if these re-drilled holes will fit the car. They fit like a glove. Now let's get the brake caliper on there. I think this looks absolutely brilliant. So now let's clean up all this stuff. I'm not going to show you guys, it's very boring. But after that we're going to do brake lines and that is interesting. Jeroen untightened everything. So now we should be able to take the entire rear axle out and swap in the new one with a wall of diff. And that's how you move an axle on a Volvo 940. Pretty easy. I promise you guys that we're going to open the old differential to find out what's wrong with it. So that's exactly what we're going to do now. And I'm really interested in what's wrong with it. No, honor is up to you. Take it off. I believe, yeah, this is an LSD. All this time I was driving with a G80 locker. As you can see, this thing here, I believe this is what they always lighten. There's something stuck in here. Nope. Now it's falling out. So probably that was one of the gears. Let's rotate it. We're missing half the gear here. So now you know it. G80 locker, they can handle like 350 horsepower for a very short period of time. I really can't believe that the entire gear broke in half. But with the new one it won't happen, since this one is welded all around. If you want to know how you can weld it, make sure to check out my other videos on the channel. I probably have 1 or 2 on them. But now let's drop the new one in, tighten down the brakes, and we're all good to go. First wheel, it's on there. And of course, I've cut the coil a bit to lower the tat. But we're first going to roll the fenders and then stand properly. But now I'm also going to chop 3 springs off here and see how it looks. It's a few days after and I'm rolling the fenders. The back is already done, the front, this side is also done. Now let's move on to the other side. And guys, always heat up the paint if you care about the paint. Paint is chipping off, and if you have a good paint, always make sure to do it. And here on the back, as you can see, there is still a little bit of poke, so the wheel sticks out, but the fender goes completely flush over it. We pulled it like 2 or 3 centimeters. And on the other side, we also pulled the fender like 1 or 2 centimeters, but it isn't enough. The fender is hitting the tire, so we need to pull it a bit further. Here on the front we have a perfect example of how it normally looks. This here is completely flat, and there is a big lip here on the inside, which you want to fold over. And like I said, if you warm up the paint, there won't be as much damage as when you're doing it with the paint completely cooled. Let me shed a light under here. This is how it normally is, and this here is way better. On this side the fender rolling is done as well. On the back I'm going to wait until the weekend, because then I have some help. The metal on the back, it's so thick you really need to roll the fender with 2 persons. And as you probably can see, I also took off the brake caliper. Why is that? It turns out you need to switch the left brake caliper to the right and the right brake caliper to the left. So that I'm also going to do this weekend. So I decided to make a part 1 and a part 2. And in part 2, hopefully we'll be driving this thing and hooking up the trailer behind it to pick up the Nissan Stagea. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share the video, leave a comment below. And of course, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.